I'm ready.
Los Angeles, California.
We're the Mad Scientist Party Hour.
Hello there, friends! Welcome back to another episode of Mad Scientist Party Hour. My name's Kevin Kraft, joined once again by a man who has banished his pants and underwear and is currently jacking his boner off to his own ass in the mirror. That's Jeff Clark.
Hey, friends.
And beaming to us, straight from the multiverse, the bearded schlong farmer known as Shuddy Boy.
Yo.
Yeah, I didn't get to write an intro.
It's okay. We, Jeff and I were commiserating before we started. It is 4 p.m. Eastern time Monday, and it's already been a shit week for me.
Yeah.
So, and you're in the same boat. So, we only have so much to give of ourselves, Kevin. And real life has taken a ginormous chunk of us today.
Yeah, the three of us have already been butt-fucked by this week, and it just got out of the starting gate. You'll hear about it in the Easter egg. I don't know what the fuck happened, but every piece of equipment decided to explode on my end, and it took a lot of finagling to get it back in place. My fucking shoulder, I'm already getting old man shit. I can't even, exercise for the last 4 days because my fucking shoulder's all shredded, man. It's shredded. If I do one push-up, my right shoulder just feels like it's being stabbed by 15 blades. If I rotate it, it's all crunchy. I don't know what the shit happened to me. Went to the dermatologist and they cut shit off of me, and there's one spot in the middle of the back that they cut off of me that for 2 weeks I have to somehow get Neosporin on, giant globs of Neosporin, and then Band-Aid it. So, I have to basically do that. Remember that thing when Kim Kardashian put, a champagne glass on her elephant ass and then shot champagne over her head and it landed in the cup? I basically have to do that with Neosporin every day. And I'm not good at it.
You don't have the same accuracy as Kim K?
No.
If only you had a girlfriend that could do that for you.
Well, we don't live together, Shuddy.
So
Plus,
does she...
Kim Kardashian is way better at taking shots to the face than I am. She's got way more experience.
That's true. So does Carl have, weekend dermatology duty?
Yeah, she hooked me up. But today I was on my own.
Oh,
so
no.
I was in my bathroom looking at the mirror, trying to angle it, and then, with Mirrorland and the inverted controls, I'm fucking it up and getting shit all over me.
I get that, because if I'm looking in a mirror trying to get my cowlick to go down, I cannot figure out how to make my hand move to do what I need it to do.
Yeah, scrambles my brain every time.
No matter what I do, I'm not going in the right direction.
Yeah. But, hey, we're here, and we're ready to sling some fucking fart jokes, friends. Yes. Fucking yes.
Sling some shit like a bunch of monkeys.
Ow, just going like this hurt my fucking shoulder. What the fuck is wrong with me? Shuddy, is this 40, or is this happening to you, or are you fine?
No, it's 40.
Are you being held together with duct tape, too?
Yes.
What is this bullshit? Why do I have the injuries of a pro athlete of a lifetime of being a wuss? This is bullshit.
I mean, I've been moving my... This is going to sound dramatic, and I am being dramatic, but there will be days that I just turn my head and I'll pinch a nerve. And then for 3 days, the whole left side of my body is stiff.
Dude, I used to pinch a nerve in my neck, seriously, once every 4 months from when I was 14 to 16.
And Sharon will know when it happens, and so will Dom and Mark, because they they are the ones who nicknamed it robot neck from me. It's when I turn to them, but like turn my entire body instead of just looking at them because my neck hurts so bad.
Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto.
I had a problem with that again when I was like in like the end of middle school and beginning of high school, and I haven't had a pinched nerve since. I don't even understand why it happened when I was a kid. I don't know. I figured it'd go the opposite way, but dude, I've been getting old man injuries, and I'm not even 40 yet. Like I played some basketball for a couple hours last Wednesday or last Thursday, and it's Monday now, and my heel still fucking hurts. My foot still hurts. It sucks.
Are you wearing whack-ass shoes?
No, I'm wearing good basketball sneakers.
Hey guys, check out my Air Force 2s.
I did take a weird step when I was playing this dude in basketball, but I don't know. I've been like limping around for the past like few days, so it sucks.
We're in shambles.
The old man thing is really bumming me out, especially Draven and I are going to a punk show on Wednesday in Philly.
Oi, oi, oi.
And this is the first time him and I are going to a concert in Philly that he's been old enough to drink.
Oh, shit.
So
That's exciting.
Are you the
promised
DD?
him that I would take him on the route on the adventure that I go on for concerts with Dom and Mark. And now I have to open a store Thursday morning. I'm going to be so fucking hungover and feel like death. Like, I know that's what's in store for me.
Yeah, if we know one thing age doesn't match up well with, it's hangovers.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, yeah. Yeah.
I should have didn't have a hangover for like up until I was like 25.
I remember being like, very early on in the drinking career, being like, you get hangovers? That's fucking lame.
Yeah.
Dude,
that's how I was too.
In Kutztown, I remember one time I got a hangover that lasted 2 days. And I was fucking 19. Like day one, I couldn't even get out of bed. I just kept doing bong hits until I passed out. And then if I woke up, it was still like my head was in a vice grip and my eyeballs were shooting out of my head. Might have been the worst one of my life.
You just kept dehydrating yourself more with the marijuana and not drinking water.
I just needed, I needed to sedate myself.
The things that we didn't know then were, the hydration thing. So now I'm well aware of it and try and do my best when I'm drinking alcohol to also make sure that I have water.
I feel like there's a lot of stuff that I still don't know.
Really?
Yeah. I'm still learning as I go here. I haven't had it all figured out unlike you guys.
Really?
The fuck
I
is
would
a
have never
mammal?
guessed.
What the fuck is a mammal?
Yeah.
What's the suck Dylan?
Still building on my basic science knowledge. Here in the Mad Scientist Party Hour.
Man. Well, I feel like we run out of time every week, and Shuddy suggested, why don't we kick things off with some voicemails? So, yeah, not a bad idea. Let's make a fucking dent in Mount Voicemail and go to... Oh, no! Not that one! Oh! Where the fuck is it?
You were just off your A game today.
Oh, man, this is bad. I apologize in advance, Puminati.
Just edit it. Just edit the video, too.
Wait, did I start recording? Oh, my God, I did. Okay. Fuck me. I'm a goddamn mess. Send help! Is it gone? Oh.
Voicemails, yay!
This goddamn iPad shuffling shit all around on me, making me think I'm crazy! Okay. Where did we leave off? It's refreshing. Oh, my God. Like 8 more people called. What are you guys doing?
Wait, so
We're
8
never
more
gonna catch up.
on top of the voicemails you already had?
Yeah. We only blew through 2 last week.
That's
All
why
right.
I said let's start with it now.
Son of a bitch. Oh, my God. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Is this going to play through?
Good evening, Bad Scientist.
First try.
It's Pudini here. Hey, you guys had Dom on last week, and you're talking about, turning old and, health problems and all that crap. And
Wow.
I figured this is no better time than now to tell my colonoscopy story.
Actually,
so this is probably going to go way over.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Actually, there is a better time, and it's right now after we were just talking about getting old again.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, this works as well. Have we had Dom on in 2022? Is this a 2022 voicemail?
Yeah, this is from March 18th.
Fair enough. Okay. Oh, yeah. St. Patty's Day.
But I mean,
Well,
shit.
after.
What a wonderful life preserver to be thrown to us by the great Pudini, of him calling in with a colonoscopy story. Which, if anybody's familiar with the great Pudini's work, we're in for a real fucking treat here.
do you have any of his farts available?
I don't, but hey, Pudini, why don't you call in with some farts, and we'll get to them in 2024 when Thor 5 comes out.
What's the name of the doctor? What type of medicine does a colonoscopy expert study? Is that what it is?
What sort of medicine do they study?
Yeah, well, is it I guess what I'm asking is are there specific ass doctors?
Yes, there are.
You know what I mean?
I mean, come on.
There's podiatrists and stuff, pediatricians. I don't know what they do specifically.
Yeah,
Okay.
They're called proctologists. I'm sure you've heard that name before.
Yeah, thank you.
Come on, we
yeah.
pretty much fucking tell jokes for a living. You don't know proctologists?
Oh, sorry. I don't know. I don't even know what a fucking mammal is.
As we established,
is a proctologist a mammal?
Jeff is still learning things. Jeff is still
I don't know if
absorbing.
I don't know if this is a stupid question or not, but are there doctors that specifically focus on butts? Are they called bungiologists or something?
Buttholeologists.
Oh,
man, it's I would say the great Pudini might need 4 proctologists to work on his asshole.
Yeah, he needs an entire medical team.
They're like, you got to come look at this.
Yeah, they're flying in doctors from Sweden.
3 minutes because I'm not as professional as a lawyer, so I'll call you back if I get cut off. Anyway,
just like one of his farts.
I was working on someone's house, and this happened about 3 years ago, and all of a sudden I had to take this violent shit. So I turned around and looked at it, and honestly, the porcelain went from white to completely red. It was the most blood I've ever seen in a toilet, most blood I've seen, period. It looked like a Jackson Pollock painting. It was terrible. And to make matters worse, I had to clean it with they didn't have a toilet brush, so I had to clean it with toilet paper in my bare hands, which honestly I did a pretty good job, but it was pretty disgusting. So I ended up going to the doctor, and they said with that amount of blood that I probably should just get a colonoscopy.
Yeah.
So I was like, great. So I took the prep crap and had diarrhea all night. Woke up the next day and just felt terrible because I just hadn't ate. I was dehydrated as crap, and so made the trip to the hospital, got in the room and everything. And the nurse was super, super young, pretty nervous. I mean, she was in the presence of greatness, so I get it. But anyway,
of course,
she must have screwed up the IV that she gave me, didn't hit a vein. And everyone's told me my whole life, anytime I've gotten blood work or anything, I had great veins. So she just must have been nervous. Who knows? But that being messed up, I got wheeled into the surgery room, and as I was getting wheeled in there, I noticed there was a machine that had this 5-gallon jug of this pussy yellow looking crap in it, halfway full, which later I found out that's cheese that gets stuck in your colon and your...
What? Pudini had a bucket of cheese pulled out of his ass?
It's making it sound like that's a normal thing, though. That I don't know. I like cheese as much as the next guy, but I'm not expecting a bucket of cheese to get pulled out of my ass by the proctologist.
Yeah, you got it.
Jeff,
I learned a new word today.
I have a feeling you're going to get a mountain of cheese pulled out of your ass one day.
Oh.
Hey, you guys just going to throw that out, or can I keep it?
Yeah. I'll take that for Monday cheese.
I'm actually out of Velveeta. I'll just throw some butt cheese on my burgers. Ew, what do you think butt cheese fucking smells like? Like, cheese already kind of smells like a butt.
There's no way it doesn't smell like ass.
Like,
yeah,
I mean, that wasn't a very helpful answer.
I guarantee you there's some French motherfuckers that are like, oh, yeah, give us some of that cheese. Those motherfuckers eat cheese with maggots on it. They'll eat
definitely some from under.
They'll definitely eat Pudini's butt cheese.
I guess I gotta be. I don't know enough about French cuisine or French. I don't know tendencies to know if they eat butt cheese or not. Or you said cheese with maggots?
Yeah, dude. So what
how different is that?
What they do is they get this cheese. I forget what it's called, and they leave it out, and they like introduce flies to it. So they'll lay eggs. Maggots will sprout, and then the maggots eat through the cheese and pass it. So they're really just eating cheese shitted out of a maggot's ass.
Katsu Martsu? Is that what you're... Kazu Martsu.
That's the French maggot cheese?
CASUMA space MARTZU. It is... a traditional Sardinian sheep's milk cheese that contains live insect larvae.
Yeah, they like... It's almost like one of those Olive Garden bread bowls that you get like a soup in, where they cut like the lid off and then put maggots in and then reseal it.
And then the French version is Le Caju Musu. Maybe. Something like that. And that's just the French... Well, this Wikipedia page that it linked to is entirely in French, so I can't give you any more information on that particular thing.
From what I'm also seeing in my Googling, this cheese is illegal in lots of places too.
Health concerns. Attempts have been made to circumvent the Italian and EU ban by having it declared a traditional food.
Oh, I think we talked about this on the Ella show back in the day too, and I think one of the reasons of why it's banned is because sometimes people will just eat it so quickly that they'll consume a maggot whole without swallowing it, and then there's a maggot living in your fucking stomach lining.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, dude. And I guarantee you, all of those travel shows like that bald guy who goes around and just
Bizarre
eats...
Foods with Andrew Zimmern.
Yeah, he'll eat like a plate of straight up doo-doo, and then his face is like this, and he's like, oh, it's good. It's good. It's like, really? Because your face looks like you just ate shit.
It looks like you're hating it, Andrew.
Although I would like to party with that guy. I bet that motherfucker's got some stories. So one time I was eating poop in Bali. Like, oh, all right, here we go. I'm pulling up a chair. I'm listening.
Go on.
Speaking of listening, let's hear more about Pudini's butt cheese.
Intestines and shit that they suck.
I got to rewind this a tiny little bit. This is too important.
Surgery room, and as I was getting wheeled in there, I noticed there was a machine that had this like 5-gallon jug of like this pussy yellow looking crap in it, like halfway full, which later I found out that's cheese that gets stuck in your colon and your intestines and shit that they suck out, which is fucking gnarly and gross. But anyway, so I was supposed to be passed out at this point, but I'm not. So the worst thing happened possible was, a strange man, a doctor, spreading your butt cheeks is
proctologist.
Terrible. I don't care. Stick anything up my butt, but the spread is fucking, it's terrible. But anyway, so he must have stuck a cork or something in my butt because I really didn't feel it. So I don't know what that says about me.
Oh, and then the voicemail ended.
Is he saying it's okay to jam stuff up his ass? He just doesn't want his butthole spread open when you do it.
That's exactly what he just said. I'm glad that you picked up on that because Kevin didn't even bat an eyelash.
There's so much to digest here.
He's stuck on the butt cheese.
Yeah, I really am. I mean,
listen, I don't mind if you rape my ass, but if you're gonna spread my butthole open and be romantic with it, I'm off.
It's got to be quick, and I don't want any romance.
It also took
my butthole.
It took me back because I can commiserate with Pudini. I've been there. I had that one time where sometimes when you fire off a big log and your butthole hurts for a little bit afterwards.
Yeah, it's like a smoking gun.
Yeah, I was just having like an endless smoking gun, and I was like, I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to have like a headache in your butthole for a long time. So I went to a doctor.
Fire in my asshole.
And I went. And I think I've told this story before. I went to this like walk-in clinic in West Hollywood, and Tully from the Ella Show has gone there a few times too. And every time you go in there, I think people pretty much just use it as like an STD clinic. So when you go in there for just a regular problem, they always think you're getting fucked in the ass. Like every suggestion, they're like, you should stop getting your ass fucked. And it's like, well,
I remember you talked about this when you went in for something. It's
like, well, sir, I don't get fucked in my ass. He's like, ha, I got you. Wink, wink. He's like, no, wink, wink. Okay, what's guess number 2? If it's not getting fucked in the ass, what is your second thoughts on what the issue of this could be? So I went in there, and my fucking butthole hurts, and I tell the doctor, and he's like, is it okay if a student comes and observes? And I'm like, all right, I guess in the name of science, a student can come in. And of course, in walks this fucking smoking hot girl, and I'm like, oh yeah, of course. You didn't tell me anything about that. I was expecting like a dude or something, and then it's a hot chick. Cool. Yeah, come look at my haggard butthole, please. So I had to lay on my side with my fucking ass hanging out, and then he gets down there and spreads my ass cheeks, and they both crouch down and look, and I'm just sitting there with my head in my hand.
They yell into it.
This is
like down a hallway.
I'm just like, this is the fucking worst day of my life. What life decisions led me to this point? Because this sucks. And
hello.
No, it was worse. He parts my butt cheeks and goes, "Whoa!" I'm like, "Oh, come on, have some fucking composure, man. You're a professional."
Whoa!
Don't go, whoa.
Did you be like, "Whoa, what's up?" No, nothing. It's cool.
So yeah, I just got a little PTSD flashback when Pudini mentioned that, because I agree. It's fucking humiliating. It's very humiliating. Do you guys want part 2? Because Pudini called back after getting cut off.
More than anything.
So this cork thing they put in my butt, it must have like a small hole.
Back to Pudini getting raped.
So this cork thing they put in my butt, it must have like a small hole in it, and they must feed the like camera and stuff through the hole, so you don't feel anything back there. It was what the problem was. I was supposed to be asleep at this point, and so any type of surgery, they just fuck you up. Like this guy started hammering me, and I could feel, the only thing I could feel was like the camera banging around in my intestines, and it felt like an alien coming out of my stomach. Like you could feel it pushing out and stuff. It was like strange.
I wonder if at any point Pudini thought about being like, guys, the drugs didn't take. I'm awake. Can you like hold off on the jackhammering?
Yeah, he should have tapped. Wait, I tapped.
Uncle.
This feeling ever. But finally they were able to give me enough shit to fall asleep after that, and I don't remember the rest of the pounding. But then I woke up in the recovery room with my bare ass hanging out, facing the secretaries, which this just drove me nuts. I was pissed about it, and I actually did yell at them and stuff about it, but they didn't seem to care. But yeah, that's basically the story. All right, love you guys. Peace.
Damn. Well, I mean, Pudini, what happened to your ass? Like, why were you shitting blood all over the place?
Yeah, did you stop bleeding out of your ass?
Yeah, why did you fill a toilet with blood? Oh, man, nothing like a little perspective to make your day seem not all that bad. At least I didn't shoot blood all over my toilet and then get jackhammer drilled up my ass.
I mean, your day and week will probably get worse, Kevin.
Yeah, I mean that.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, with your luck, that does wait for you in the probably not too distant future.
Hate this.
Yeah.
Hey,
Let's be
Shuddy,
honest. Bloody shit is just around the corner for you.
have you gotten your standard 40-year-old butt fingering by the doctor yet?
No,
Are you gonna?
no,
I think you're supposed to do it at 50.
you are, but
I always heard it was 40.
Yeah, right. Someone probably told you 25.
so this is gonna get me into some.
Wait, why are
hot
your
water,
pants coming down?
probably. It is
It's my
50
25th birthday.
normally, but if you have a history of prostate issues in your family, it is 40. And since my father had prostate cancer a couple years ago, I should probably go get my butthole played with by a what kind of doctor, Jeff?
Proctologist.
Yes.
Ding, ding,
There
ding.
you go.
5 points for Jeff.
I almost said pragmatist. I was like, wait a second.
What is a bungiologist? So, I mean, are you going to go get it done? Do you want me to fly out there and do it? We've known each other for a very long time.
Could we?
I don't know
He's
what I'm.
very eager to do this.
I don't know what I'm feeling for, but I'll dig around in
That's
there.
what we should do for your birthday. We could.
Oh, I was
could
to
be
say his
facing
Oscar
one
punishment.
way, I could be facing the other, and we could examine each other's prostates.
Why don't we just?
Two birds, one stone.
I'll reach out to Dr. Steve. We'll split the fare from. Where is he in Louisiana? Where is he again?
No, he's Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll
I heard
fly.
Knoxville, Nashville's nice.
We'll fly him
So is
in,
Memphis.
and we can do a show where he double fingers us and checks us for butt cancer.
Dr.
Yeah.
Steve, we're on either end of the fingers.
Yeah, he'll be like, "Oh man, I wish I had a reference for like a famous keyboardist who played two keyboards at the same time in live concerts." There's got to be some. Maybe was there a keyboardist in Rush? I bet that guy did that.
That feels like something Billy Joel would do.
Neil Peart puts on the percussion. It's like, fuck it, I'm handling the strings. Give me two pianos.
Yeah.
like Beethoven in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Sure. Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
in the mall.
He can Beethoven us.
Beethoven.
All right. Well, we'll make that happen. Okay. Here's another voicemail.
All right, boys. I just wanted to call and say I listen to a lot of podcasts, listen to a lot of shows, but I'm a huge Ellis fan, and finally I decided to go and check out Kevin's show. Let's hear what it's all about. and I got to say, I have been absolutely hooked, unreal. I connect with all you guys in a certain way. Shuddy, I'm talking punk rock. We have that in
Oi,
common.
oi, oi.
Jeff, sports. We got that in common.
Johnson.
Betting on sports. I'm a golf guy, betting on golf. I never win. How you do it, I don't know. And I'm Canadian, so I'm more of a hockey guy rather than a basketball or football dude. I do watch CFL, but I could only imagine what you have to say about that. Big BC Lions fan here.
I know nothing about it.
Kevin, I've listened to Ellis show for years. Fucking hilarious. You're an absolute boss on this show. Don't know why you don't speak up more on Ellis, because you're an absolute beast on MSPH. It's hilarious. You're hilarious. But yeah, I just wanted to call in and be like, yo guys, fucking awesome. Keep doing what you're doing. Yeah, I've had a couple beers and
Nice.
probably on a couple illicit substances. So
That's the best way to consume MSPH.
it's
Yes.
probably good.
My ego is like maxed out. You guys needed that voicemail. You two needed it. You're having a tough week.
Yeah, Shuddy, this was a great idea to start with voicemails because we got a Pudini shitting blood story and then a guy telling us how sweet we are.
Did the guy telling us how sweet we are tell us his name?
No.
Oh yeah, we know his native nation.
Yeah, he's a happy
Right?
Canadian.
I mean, was there any doubt that he was from Canada before he said it?
No, there wasn't actually.
Maybe he'll tell
Hopefully-
us in the last 10 seconds of his voicemail.
Oh,
Shut my mouth now at this point. But hey, good job, guys. Love what you're doing. Deuces.
yeah, peace, homie.
Yeah.
I love how many like of the listeners, the Ellis fan listeners, jumped on the Puminati train reluctantly, and like they voicemail and they tell us that. Like, honestly, I had no hope for Kevin's show, but I started listening to him. You know,
I mean, I
Not
can't
bad.
blame them. Literally every single human being on the earth has at least one podcast.
that's
So
true.
when you hear about it, you're like, "Oh, no shit, you have a podcast, do you?" And I mean,
Yeah.
I'm pretty reluctant to check out anybody's podcast. So everybody that gives us a shot, I definitely appreciate it.
Yeah. Back
Absolutely.
in the day when we started, there wasn't just everybody with a podcast.
Yeah, almost.
Hey, you were a
12 years ago.
trendsetter.
Yeah. Oh boy. I just scanned through the Google translation of this one, Shuddy.
And we're about to get a thumping from the lawyer, or am I just about to get a thumping?
It looks like somebody might not necessarily be giving you a thumping, but
Shuddy doesn't need this one. Is there? Can we skip this one and play it on another day when the tension is? There's less tension.
I just keep seeing the word boogers.
It's not.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
not looking
let's-
good for you.
Let's
It's not looking
just
good
do
for you,
it. Let's
Shuddy.
do it.
All right.
Oh, wow.
Shuddy's in.
He's a glutton for punishment.
Well, Kevin's had a worse day than I have, so I'll take, like I said, I'll take it on the chin, the face, wherever today.
Just give us a hand signal if you want to cut off.
Yeah, if you tap, just tap.
Yeah.
Yo, MSPH, what's happening? It's the Godfather passing here. Yo, I'm at work, and it just dawned on me. I got a question for Shuddy Boy. Shuddy, I know that you eat your boogers a lot, and then it hit me, and I started to think. If you stopped eating your boogers, would you have less boogers in your nose to pick and eat? Like, or do you, when you eat your boogers, like, does it just, keep going into your body and creating more boogers? Because maybe if I think you stop eating the boogers, that it'll put less boogers back into your body to eat. Anyways, let me know what you think, boys. Love the content. Keep it up. Fucking awesome. I'm out.
Man, that's a real hard-hitting question from the press pool.
Well, at first it came off retarded, but then when I thought about it a little more, I kind of get what he's saying.
No.
It's like,
No, it's so retarded.
so, but like if anyone's body builds a taste or if they like boogers and they produce the booger themselves, maybe you eating more boogers means your body will try to ramp up more booger production for you to eat. That's not retarded. I'm sorry. That's not retarded logic. Am I?
Yeah.
Where am I wrong? Where am I wrong?
Because boogers aren't produced by your body. It's your nose filtering stuff out that you're breathing in. For the most
Okay,
part.
well, what's your nose attached to, Kevin, Mr. Smart Guy? Your fucking
head.
body, isn't it? Yeah, your head. What's your head on top of?
I don't know, my shoulders.
All right. Shuddy, sorry. The question was for you. I just
I know, but Kevin
I had to
answered
take.
it correct. Like, the boogers are just from the dust and particles and stuff in your nose.
And I also
Mixing
feel like
with
Shuddy has
snot.
been on the record saying that he has really chilled out on the booger eating.
I have definitely chilled out on the booger eating. It's now the fingernail biting that's a huge problem.
Do you still smoke ciggies?
I do, but not frequently.
Do you think that's it? It's like the oral fixation?
I have chewed my fingernails for as long as I've been eating my own boogers. So it's always been an issue.
That's a major sentence that you just said.
Yeah.
It was a major sentence you just said. You're writing that down, right? You time coded that one? All right, cool.
I've been so good with that lately that I've been jumping all over Jeff whenever he said something dumb like.
Yeah, I'm just a mark though with that kind of shit. It's finally it's good to get you one
the
back.
other day. Did you get that most recent Jeff drop?
I did, yeah.
Well,
Yep.
Jesus.
Yeah. It's not on the iPad yet, but it exists.
But like, I don't know if you'll be able to see if I hold them up to the. But I've always bit my fingernails, so they're super.
Oh wow, they're fucking teeny tiny.
And that's on. It's how it is on both.
Ooh.
Oh, how
both
do you
hands.
how do you fucking open beers and liquid deaths?
I mean, I
Mountain
use
Dews.
my actual finger, not my fingernail. If anything requires nails, I have to go to Sharon.
Oh my goodness.
Does she give you shit? Like, well, if you stop chewing your nails, stuff like that. Does she say that?
Not like that. There'll be times that I'll be like struggling, trying to get something, like peel a sticker off of something.
Throw it
I
against the
won't
wall.
ask for help, and she'll take it from me, and she goes, "What are you doing? You have no nails." And then she just immediately like rips it off.
Man, that's like if you ever got poison ivy, you'd have to roll around in a pricker bush. Like, my finger nubs, they do nothing.
So it is definitely a lot more of a nervous habit. Like if I'm like this
Doesn't it
morning
hurt?
on my stressful drive, not usually, only when I bite them
Once
much
you
lower
get some
than
blood.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
That made my butthole hurt.
But like on my drive to Philly this morning, the whole way I was just chewing my nails because I was so stressed out.
Man. Whew. Goddamn, Shuddy. Well, kudos to you. All right, let's take a quick email break. Says
Voicemail.
Hello, fellow fart knockers. I just thought I would take a few minutes to write you and let you guys know how much I appreciate the work you do. I'm a truck driver, so I spend a lot of time listening to various media, and I always look forward to hearing MSPH every week. I've been listening off and on for about a year and a half after learning of the show from Kevin being on the Jason Ellis show. I also plan to join your Patreon for the extra content soon. Man, if you're a truck driver and you need shit to listen to, we definitely have your ass covered on Patreon. There's, I think, 223 exclusive podcast episodes that are just on Patreon alone that we do every week. And when you sign up, you get it all. You get the whole back catalog too. So
the first 50 are probably around a half hour long. Everything after that is at least an hour.
yeah, I mean, we usually go 40, 45. Last week's episode was an hour. They're quite hearty.
So what are we talking about? Is that like 170 hours worth of extra podcasting?
At least.
Yeah,
right?
probably around there. Yeah. And that doesn't even count, the 100-something Kevin's Nerd Holes, the 69 episodes of What the Fuck Did I Just Watch, all the snack attacks, and then we've got a full season of Crafter Jeff Shuddy edition up there. Season 2 is coming. We've got 50 episodes of Supermarket Queefs and almost 30 episodes of Queef or No Queef.
Man, I'm going to talk about that.
I almost want to keep What the Fuck Did I Just Watch at 69 episodes.
You should just do like 69A, 69B.
Yeah.
Just
We found the
rename
sweet
it.
spot.
Rename the show. Are you fucking serious or something like that?
I mean,
stop that at episode 69 and give it a new name. Same show, but just end it at 69 every time.
Yeah.
How did we ever get past MSPH 69?
I don't know. So more of the email. In my opinion, the times I've laughed the hardest during MSPH are when you guys tell stories about your day-to-day lives. Some classics include Kevin sharding at the mall while stepping off an escalator.
Sure.
And him attracting totally unwarranted aggression from a parking security guard. Wow, I forgot about that. For Jeff, I always remember him getting schooled in basketball by a woman and his story about meeting instinctual motivation. Shuddy has made me laugh my ass off at his stories of encountering a Karen at a Whataburger, his ghost stories, and more recently, how he farted in front of a coworker and store manager. The stories about the shit Kevin and Shuddy did at the parties at Dom's house are also hilarious. You guys seem to have funny stories to tell, and I hope funny shit keeps happening in your lives, which you can continue to share on the show. You bet your fucking ass we're not going to run out of ammo in that department. Keep up the great work, guys. It might seem like you're just bullshitting and talking to a microphone, but believe it or not, you have made my day-to-day life more enjoyable by doing so. I fucking love what you guys do. Looking forward to hearing future episodes and the funny stories of things that happen in your lives. Tom. Wow.
Thanks, Tom.
Yeah. Thank you.
I got distracted. I'm gonna forward you guys a video.
Oh my.
Because I believe there was some ghostly shenanigans occurring.
No way. And you have photographic proof of ghosts. Shuddy ghosts.
No, I don't. Let's not say that.
Okay.
What I have is Parker sitting next to me, staring off into the other room, grumbling when it's just me and the dogs in the house.
Suspicious.
Very suspicious.
All right. Is that coming through?
I sent it.
Oh, there we go. There it is. Okay, let's see.
I just got it.
Oh, it stopped. I hate playing videos in iMessage. I wish they would just go full screen and let me watch. Okay, here we go. Maybe I'll see if I can try and splice this into the YouTube episode.
Yeah, it's little gruffs. I hear that from little mom every now and then, though. But I think that's someone walking around outside.
They're like tiny little like queef barks.
Yeah, fuck this ghost. Fucking ghost.
Yeah, it's almost like he doesn't want to fully bark at the ghost out of fear of repercussions. So he's just like, ruff.
He just like talks shit under its breath.
Yeah.
Fucking pussy ass ghost.
Oh, I see you.
You're not hiding. This dumbass next to me when I be able to see what I do.
By the way, speaking of old stories and Patreon, I did throw a couple videos up over the weekend. I was going through all this old shit that I got out of my storage unit, and I found old tapes, old videotapes and shit. So I found an assignment that I did when I was in broadcasting school, which is so stupid, but it's me commenting on sports. They made you. Well, they made you go through, like, all I wanted to do was get into radio. But they were like, this is a broadcasting school. You have to run through the gauntlet. You have to do everything. You have to do TV. You have to learn how to do video editing, audio editing. You have to learn how to be a DJ. You have to learn to talk in a song. And then they're like, you also have to do sports stuff. And I'm like, okay, look, I can tell you guys.
Now you're pushing it.
Beyond a shadow of a doubt, I will never have a career in sports. I don't know anything about sports. So how about I just work on radio shit instead of doing these assignments? They're like, no, you're doing sports stuff. So every sports assignment I did, and I was hoping there were going to be multiple, but there was only one on this tape. I did them with so much snark and resentment. It was just basically me flipping off the school for making me do it. So I found one of those assignments and I put it up. It's basically just me pretending to be a sports reporter, but I'm holding a microphone in front of a green screen and they put a fucking Yankee Stadium behind me. And
nice.
And I'm just like, my Jersey accent is still super strong in it.
Like your natural Jersey accent?
Yeah.
You had one?
I guess. I never even realized it until I saw that tape. And I guess when I moved out to LA,
how did that make you feel?
Some people told me I had an accent when I moved out here. And I was like, fuck you talking about? But I did catch myself a couple times. I would order a coffee. I'm like, oh, man, I do have a fucking accent. So I put like effort into suppressing it.
Yeah, de-accenting.
Yeah, but that's on there. And then also a video of me dropping in for the first time ever and the heel of my shoe going up my ass when I fell. And then me just at a random skate park, which I completely fucking forgot about that ever happening in my life. But once I saw it, it all came flooding back. I was like, holy shit. I actually used to go to this skate park and just do rock to fakies all the time on these tiny little ramps. So that video's up there, me eating shit a whole bunch. And hopefully, I'm going to go through more of these tapes, and hopefully I can find some more gems to put up in Patreon and on my Instagram. I want to find more stunts. A lot of those fucking tapes are thrash, though. Like, all the content in them is just wiped. Which is a bummer. Some of them
are they on, like, VHS tapes? Are you, like...
So some of them are on VHS-C, which is like a tiny cassette that you put into a VHS-sized... I forget what they call it. Component? No.
I mean, basically you take a little VCR tape and you put it inside a bigger VCR tape.
And then you can play it in a VCR.
That in the VCR.
And I still have, I bought a VCR years ago at a garage sale. And then I have all this equipment and shit that I can run it through and just rip it straight off of that onto my computer.
Oh.
But
so
then
you're always
some
talking about how tech cursed you are, but that's pretty, it's a pretty cool thing that you're doing on the tech front.
I mean, it was a lot of me screaming obscenities and pulling my hair out to get it to work, but it eventually got there.
It's like me building IKEA furniture. I got you.
Yeah. But and then there's some stuff on high 8 tapes that were just they kind of look like a cassette, but they could just go right into camcorders. And I bought someone's shitty old camcorder off of eBay years ago for like $30, and then I just used that to play them. Anyway, who gives a flying fuck? Here's another voicemail.
Yo, what up, MSPH? It's Sean again. I got a would Jeff suck a dick question.
Oh man, we're hitting all the bases today. I'm gonna cue you up.
What's up, bitch? It's time to find out what it would take for Jeff Clark to suck a dick. Oh yeah.
Lay it on me, fellas.
All right, here we go.
Or Sean.
Let's see what Sean has to say. Oops.
I'll pause for a second to play the drop.
Thank you.
Would Jeff suck a dick or fuck me? I fucking forgot it. I'm smoking weed in the forest. My bad. Would Jeff suck a dick, or if he didn't suck the dick, he could never get pussy again? So he suck a dick to get pussy. That's it. See y'all.
Have we done that one before?
I was just going to say I can answer that one. Jeff's been on such a dry spell at this point. If he hasn't sucked a dick already to get pussy, he's never going.
Yeah, and I was offered actually a dick for some pussy, and I turned it down.
Yeah, if you suck my dick, I'll let you fuck my pussy.
Yeah, and I was like, you know what? I'm not there yet.
You know what? On year 4 of no pussy, I'm starting to realize it's not that bad.
Yeah, I'm starting to really build a connection with my hand, so it's okay.
I was actually thinking of one. So you're not sucking a dick, and you'll just be an incel for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I don't like how you put it, but yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that option.
Wow, what a cuck. So I thought of one earlier in the week. Well, I guess last week. Would you suck a dick, or for the rest of your life, you are nauseously full? So, like, if you even took a bite of food, you would be on the verge of vomiting.
No, because that would help me not overeat, obviously. Like,
yeah,
there's a better chance I wouldn't be fat.
Yeah, but you never would get to eat any delicious food again.
I know, but I honestly wish that I could just quit delicious food.
No more Jenny's ice cream.
I know, it sounds terrible.
No more
peanut butter. They have a new cream puff flavor out there, too.
Yeah, you don't get that. You don't get new cream puffs. No pizza. No pizza. No burgers. Oh,
All I'm saying is the idea, of course, all that sounds terrible, but all I'm saying is the idea of not eating shitty and being thinner sounds more appealing than sucking a dick and then getting to eat whatever I want, thus being fatter.
yeah, but it would be like that movie Thinner. Did you ever see Thinner?
Who hasn't seen Thinner?
Thinner.
Yeah, we talked about this recently.
Yeah,
of course I've seen it.
That guy was pumped at the beginning too, but then things got a little dicey towards the end.
Well,
like you're still going to be withering away like a skeleton, and every time you try to eat just for sustenance, it's going to be torture.
See, now I think you're not giving a would Jeff suck a dick in good faith.
No,
like
that's all part of it.
Now it's like, oh, you die of starvation or you suck a dick.
You're not going to die of starvation. You're not going to because.
All right, then I made my answer. I answered the question then.
You might. Who knows? You might die of starvation. Like just eating enough food to keep you alive could be so fucking painful, and you're barfing out of fullness. You might die, Jeff.
That's what I'm saying. I think this question is in bad faith. If there's a chance that I could die or I suck a dick, then I almost have to suck the dick.
I think you're just bad at playing this game.
It's all the experience I have. You can't say that with a straight face. You know I'm great at playing this game.
That's true. All right, well, thank you for the call, Sean.
Yeah,
that was
thanks,
a solid
Sean.
one. Oh, no way. Does somebody have another one?
What, more boogers? Or
Would
another
Jeff
Jeff
rather
suck a dick?
Or host an all-gay, dick-sucking podcast every Saturday night
Oh,
for the
come
rest
on.
of his life?
Okay, who had a worse one, me or that guy? Come on.
Yeah, I would say he had a worse one. That's back-to-back bad faith would Jeff suck a dick questions.
Yeah, Jeff, would you rather suck a dick or suck a dick every Saturday on a podcast?
Yeah, either suck a dick once or just be gay every weekend.
All right, let's ride this momentum out and do like two more, and then we'll handle some biz.
Mad Scientist Party Hour.
Wow,
What's
so
up,
loud.
my dude? I got a lot of stuff I'd like to talk to you guys about, but I know you're behind on voicemails, so I'll keep it short and sweet. And
Hey, good news, guys. We're into April.
You're off to a bad start, buddy. Speed it up. No, I'm just kidding.
simply one random brain question for Kevin. Kevin,
All right, should I hit the button, or are we just let's
No,
not gum
hit
up
the
the
button,
works?
of course.
Hit the button. Hit the button. Okay.
What do we have the button for?
Good point.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for today's Random Brain Question.
All right. Random brain question from the voicemails. Let's see what's up.
can you operate a pogo stick underwater?
Oh.
And if yes, and you're willing to try, would you please video that for us? Thanks, guys. Love the show. Keep up the good work. Jeff the Pussy. Have a good weekend.
Whoa. Thanks for the voicemail.
Yeah. All right. Let's really take this question seriously. Pogo sticking underwater. I feel like you would need a deep pool and a heavy pogo stick and solid lung capacity. But I think you could.
Well, yeah, the lung capacity is a given, but the pogo stick can't be that heavy, right? Because you got to get it off the ground or off the bottom of the
It will
pool.
definitely work.
Did you Google something, or
No.
is this your brain saying
This is my brain.
It is a random brain question.
Because the pogo stick may add enough weight to counteract your buoyancy in the water.
Okay.
So that should bring you to the bottom. And if you're on the bottom and there's enough holding you down, then the spring mechanism in the pogo stick will still operate the same way. And you'll go higher because as you're going up, your buoyancy the water will react to your buoyancy and lift you more than the air will, and then you'll come back down slowly.
Here's the problem with his question. Video cameras don't actually work in the water, as far as I know, so we can't even videotape it.
Yeah, if only they were able to film underwater in 2022.
I don't think that's possible.
Yeah. Yeah, we might have to wait a couple more years for technology to catch up to this random brain question, but...
Well, actually, Avatar, The Way of Water is coming out, so I think in a couple of years.
James Cameron, yeah, if anybody's going to crack that mystery...
Dude, I saw the trailer for that.
Yeah,
they played it before Doctor Strange.
Okay, I watched it, which you're going to review here in a few minutes, right?
Yeah.
I watched the trailer this morning on YouTube, actually.
I didn't even know it was out. I thought because I know they showed a whole bunch of shit at CinemaCon that there's still a lot of stuff that they haven't shown to the public yet. So when that trailer started, I was like, "Oh shit! I did not know that this was coming out, or the trailer was coming out."
I'm like torn on Avatar. Like, I'm very much not interested in it, but I feel like I need to see it because James Cameron's success rate and his contribution to really my life and cinema. Like, fuck it.
I mean,
There's
Avatar.
Gotta be worse ways to spend however many hours it'll be. It'll probably be like fucking a 4-hour movie.
I know. But like the first Avatar was, I don't know, is it still the biggest movie of all time, the most money making movie of all time? Because like,
didn't one of the Avengers pass it?
I can't remember. But like it was almost too big for its own good, and it just became a goof and got parodied a whole bunch and not exactly taken all that serious. And then of course James Cameron waiting all this time to finally make a sequel to it just gave it more time to be the butt of jokes. But I didn't think Avatar was horrible. I'm not like, oh fuck yeah, I got to find out I got to set an alarm for when they do pre-sale tickets because I'm fucking getting in on the first showing. But I'll see it opening weekend. Like you, I love James Cameron, and I'm kind of curious to see how far technology has come to see how visually cool this one will be.
I mean, I have to imagine it's going to be visually fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Like everything he's ever done has been. So
it's a good mushroom movie.
Absolutely. So I'll give it a shot. But yeah, I don't know. Like I wasn't that into the story. I don't really remember where they left off, and it's probably not even important. So whatever. What was the voicemail again? What were we talking about? Random brain question? Oh, pogo stick underwater. Yeah. That's how we got there. All right. Yep. Way of water. Fair enough. Is this something you could try or will try?
I don't know.
Do you even have you actually have a pool?
There is a pool here, but it's not deep enough.
How deep are you think you need it to be?
You would need the deep end to be
like 15?
Not 15, but like maybe 10.
Well, what's the standard deep end? Like, was it like 8 feet, 9 feet?
I mean, for shitty apartment complex pools,
yeah,
like 6 feet
next to Poop Slime Alley.
Yeah, yeah.
How far does it go down?
And Jason doesn't have a pool anymore in his new house, so I can't use his.
Yeah, you just got the ocean.
Hey, are there any rich Puminati that live in California that have pools? Hit us up. We'll find your voicemail in about 7 months. All right, let's just do one more voicemail.
I have no idea what you're talking about when we get to it.
Hey guys, Pyro here. I had a would Jeff suck a dick question inspired by another would Jeff suck a dick question. So unlike that one, I'll be a little more fair. So taking inspiration, would you rather suck a dick or
really
every time you lie, you are like Pinocchio? Your nose doesn't even have to go by a crazy amount, like just a 16th of an inch for every lie. So, like you said, you lie 5 times a day, so in like 3 days, you basically got an inch longer nose. Your choice. See ya.
Ah, man, this is a tough one to answer comedically fast because I initially I don't feel like there's that big of a problem with having a longer nose. I lie here or there. I'm not perfect.
Yeah, in 10 years.
Sometimes I even enjoy to lie.
10 years, you're going to have quite the fucking schnoz.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's worth. Man, the question is like, would you suck a dick to be able to lie?
It's essential to human life.
Oh man, this one's tough.
Sometimes you got to just lie to help people's feel. Like I'm not a big liar. I'm not a good liar. But sometimes you kind of have to lie just to not piss off the people around you, or
yeah, like does that extend to like telling my mother or my, if I ever have a girlfriend again, her what she wants to hear so she's not butthurt or upset? You know what I mean? Is that a lie as well? Probably,
yes, that
right?
would be a lie. Yep. We would include everything in the lies, buddy.
Oh yeah, Cheech, this is great goulash. Burp.
Well,
but if as Pyro said, it's not a noticeable growth, does that change your feeling on it?
Well, that's the thing, is it like compounds, right? So it grows a little bit, but every lie it gets bigger and bigger. So I'm trying to think of like how many times I lie in a day.
Jeff's camera screen is just a big fucking nose.
This brings up, an interesting thought. If somebody sees you every day and every day your nose is just slightly larger, will they notice? Will they one day be like, holy shit, Jeff's nose is huge? Or will the perception, because it's grown so slowly over time, it just feels normal?
No, they'll know, because I feel like you age more rapidly than Jeff's lying nose would grow. And you definitely at some point be like, oh, you're starting to look your age.
Yeah, like I would just like, I live with my girlfriend and I lied to her for like 3 years. And then after 3 years, she's like, wait a second. Like your nose has gotten a lot bigger. What the fuck? Have you been lying for the last 3 years? It's like, what? Like, your friends aren't hot. What are you talking about?
Oh, no.
Well, I don't want to fuck your mom. Stop it. Wow, I got to have an answer here.
Yeah, dude.
I think I will suck a dick here.
Wow.
I don't want to give up lying. I don't want to give it up.
Good job, Pyro.
Yeah, because eventually maybe I need to lie about something that's like really like it's illegal. And I don't want to get like fucking, you know what I mean, pinched by the law on account of my nose getting bigger.
Every time Jeff gets pulled over, his nose gets 5 pounds heavier. Do you have any drugs in this car, sir?
No.
Dude, I've been pulled over once in fucking 11 years.
Wow.
When's the last time you've been pulled over, Kevin?
Way to jinx yourself.
Well, I mean, now I just ride scooters around.
It was that time when I was leaving my first apartment and there was a show at the Hollywood Bowl. And when I was waiting at the light, the car in front of me just stopped when it turned green and put their hazards on. And I had to go around them.
Oh, you got a ticket for this.
The divider. Yeah, and then the cop went to court over the ticket and lied and said there was no divider, so the ticket stuck. These fucking bad apples, huh?
Defund the police, I hear you.
Lying to a judge, doesn't seem all that chill. But yeah, that was the last time I got pulled over.
Yeah, I got pulled over in Redondo Beach. I just blew a stop sign. Like a cop was right there, pulled me over like a half block down the road. He's like, "You didn't see that stop sign, did you?" I was like, "No." And looked at my license, and I literally was like down the street. He's like, "All right, well, it's there, so be careful next time." It's like, "All right, cool."
Wow. All right. Well, sure. Let's talk Doctor Strange. Shuddy didn't see it. Jeff doesn't give a fuck, so I can't hit you with any spoilers. And the whole main plot of the movie is a spoiler, so this is going to require some careful maneuvering. But
is there going to be a second?
A third, you mean?
Another one. Yeah.
I mean, and when the credits hit, it said Doctor Strange will return. So we're either going to get another Doctor Strange movie or him in more movies.
Spoilers. Wow, you go right to the end credits. Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, well, what are you going to tell me next, huh? Starring Benedict Cumberbatch? For fuck's sake.
What else does it say on the credits, Kevin?
But it was... let me start off by saying that the first Doctor Strange is probably my favorite standalone single character Marvel movie. It's a 5-dicker to me. I've probably seen it like 7 or 8 times. I fucking love it. It's
a big statement. What's second and third, if you can remember? Because I know I'm struggling to remember what else. Yeah. Look
I'm looking
at the
over
fucking nerd case next to you.
Yeah. Let's see. Those are all my comic book movie Blu-rays.
Yeah.
I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy isn't a single person. It's like a crew. But I think the first Guardians of the Galaxy is a 5-dicker. Iron Man 1 is a 5-dicker. That one's huge. Thor Ragnarok was great. That's grown on me more since the first time I saw it. I mean, Black Panther was awesome. Shang-Chi was awesome. They're all really good.
I saw some information that this is the 6th worst rated Marvel movie.
Well, this is my bottom ranked Marvel movie.
Wait, this Doctor Strange,
including the not Marvel Studios Marvel movies?
No, the MCU from Iron Man and on.
Okay.
I just the fucking tone of it was so weird. It was so cheesy. There's a lot of stuff that ties into the WandaVision series in it, and they brought her kids into it, and they're so annoying. Like, kids in a movie is such a huge gamble because a lot of the times they're really fucking annoying. Like, you got to find the right actors and give them the right lines, and I don't think that happened here. The America Chavez, the new character that got introduced in this one, I don't know how to say this delicately because she's a 14-year-old girl, but that character sucked. Just did not fit into the movie. It seemed very, very CW to me. And it blew my mind when I saw in the credits, spoiler alert again, Jeff, I'm sorry, but Danny Elfman did the score to it. And Danny Elfman is a fucking G. Like, I consider Danny Elfman to be, like, if you're talking about geniuses, that guy's a genius. But
I gotta see what else he did.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Who's the most famous?
It's got to be John Williams, and then Danny Elfman second.
He did like the Spielberg ones, right?
Danny Elfman was in Oingo Boingo, by the way.
Yep. I mean, I think the guy's a genius. I think his work is incredible, but every part in the movie where the score rise to meet a moment, it all just felt really out of place and mismatched. And then when I saw his name in the credits, I was like, that just fucking broke my brain. How is this such a whiff? The direction, like I normally love Sam Raimi, but it just felt so corny and heavy-handed. The script kind of blew. The dialogue sucked. The special effects look great. All the multiverse shit was cool. I wish they explored more of it. They do a thing where he multiverse jumps and he just goes through a whole shitload of them in slow-mo in one swoop. And there's cool stuff in there. But then he kind of just goes to a rather plain alternate reality and spends a lot of time there. And I think anybody who hasn't seen it and is kind of following this and keeping tabs on it knows that there's a shitload of, not exactly a shitload, but there's a lot of surprising cameos. And I pretty much had all of them spoiled for me before going to the movie. There's a part in a more recent 30-second teaser that they put out all over the place where they're like, oh, the Illuminati will see you now. And anybody who reads the comics knows what the Illuminati is and kind of the people or the caliber of characters that it consists of.
Wait, is Doctor Strange, is his Illuminati different than like my Illuminati?
Yes.
Yeah, the Illuminati
These are superhero Illuminati.
Yeah. It's but
isn't I want to ask, wasn't in the comics, wasn't Namor part of the Illuminati?
I believe so.
Okay.
And if you want confirmation on thumbs up or thumbs down, I can give it to you.
Is he?
How about this? I'll say it goes the same exact way that of your Tom Cruise theory.
So
Tom Cruise did not make a cameo as Iron Man, and Namor was not in this.
But that was so. I'm trying to ask. I just want to make sure I didn't read a lot of that storyline, but it was Namor. It was Mr. Fantastic. Who else? And then there were some bad guys. Like it was. Is there Mr. Fantastic is in the movie? You know what? I don't want to know.
I will say some of the people who appear in the Illuminati in the comics are in the movie.
But there are others in the Illuminati that are not in the comic Illuminati.
Possibly. Yes. Because there's also some stuff that ties into the What If series on Disney Plus. And the villain, who I can't spoil who the villain is, I did enjoy that turn. I just didn't enjoy kind of how it was executed and the reasoning behind it. There was a lot of... It almost reminded me of a Doctor Who episode. Like, when you watch Doctor Who, it's insanely nerdy, and there's a lot of jumps. It's like, wait, how did we just get from point A to point B? That seemed way too fucking easy. And there's a lot of stuff like that happens. I'm getting all the bad shit out of the way first. There definitely was some cool shit. I do have to watch it again. But, man, it was just, as a whole, did not deliver. It's like 2.75 dicks for me.
Oof.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Wow.
And it hurt.
Scathing review.
It fucking hurt. It hurt me to say it, and as I was watching the movie, I just felt the dick drop score. It just kept dropping, and I was like, "Oh fuck, man!" Now I'm down to a 3.25, and then something stupid would happen. I'm like, "God damn it! You just knocked yourself down to 3 dicks. Why'd you do that?"
Did it add dicks in the middle of the movie before giving them back, or was it just a steady decline?
No, it was like, all right, that move you did right there kept it consistent.
You plateau for a second.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah. It just, I mean, and I know people that went and saw it and fucking loved it.
I thought it was getting good reviews. I haven't looked at the scores or anything like that, but
it's getting decent scores.
Do you think that your problem with it is the hype that the movie built up?
No, because I go into all of these movies hyped up.
Because I think that's why I didn't think No Way Home was as great as people thought it was.
Yeah, because that's a good example. Because I went into No Way Home fucking hyped like crazy. And
you think it lived up to it?
Yeah, I've now seen it 3 times, and it's still a 4.5 dicker for me. But I don't know what happened with Doctor Strange. The first one is fucking... Maybe they just need to bring that...
Do you think this is a Sam Raimi ball drop? Do you think this is trying to cram too much into the movie like he did with Spider-Man 3?
No, because they all cram so much shit in these movies now, and as long as the balance is there and you do good by the characters... It's fine, but I mean, some of the cameos were. I mean, like I said, I fucked up and saw one of them trending. Obviously, the latest teaser trailer gives away another member of the Illuminati. And then I saw a couple trending on Twitter, and I was like, "You fucking scumbags!" And then I looked on Letterboxd, and God damn it, one of the cameos that I didn't have spoiled to me was so high on the cast list, and I was like, how? I barely scrolled down on the cast list on Letterboxd and fucking saw that. I was like, God damn it. So I was like, all right, there's got to be, it's the multiverse of madness. There's got to be way more surprises than that. And there really weren't. But there was one cameo, like I said, that I knew about, and just seeing it on screen was so distracting. I wasn't even processing the words coming out of this person's mouth because I was like, do I buy this person as that character? And I think I do, but still, at the end of the day, it was a bit of a letdown. Sometimes I see movies like this, and maybe it's just my mood of the day or something was off, and then I rewatch it, and I'm like, okay, now I get what everybody else that loved this is talking about, but we'll see. I reserve the right to raise the score later, but as it sits now, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, 2.75 dicks.
So what you're saying is I probably will not want to see this twice in a week.
Or you're like me. I would love to see this again if I had time this week.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I want to give it another viewing. I would like, because the tone is so different, and I don't know if maybe I was just expecting something different that this caught me by surprise. But like, I do want, now that I know what it is, I do kind of want to go in for another viewing. But like that girl that's in it, I kind of like she's in the trailer and stuff, and I thought maybe she would just be a small part and just in it for a couple of minutes. She's in it so fucking much, and she's just bad. It's very CW to me. It feels like I'm watching like an Archie show or some shit. Or Teen Wolf.
That sucks, dude. I got kind of derailed during the middle of your review, and I Googled Danny Elfman. And you know he's married to Bridget Fonda?
No way.
He's married to Bridget Fonda, who I remember growing up. I mean, we all remember Bridget Fonda growing up. Fucking missile. And super hot in Jackie Brown. And she was recently seen, I guess, for the first time in 12 years on her 58th birthday. And man, did she have a steep decline. I'm kind of bummed out talking about it. Yeah, like real? It's that steep. It's that steep a decline. I mean, I'm on like the Google News tab, and Page 6 has it, Fox News, The Sun, the most credible sources.
I'm on
the Daily
Page
Mail.
6's website. And
wow, that's unfortunate.
I mean, for real.
Wow, and like Page 6 knew exactly what they were doing by putting a side-by-side with her from Jackie Brown in the fucking bikini top and jean shorts.
I mean, yeah, they're trying to paint the picture. Well, not even paint the picture, show the pictures. And yeah, you know what I mean? Like, it's such a bad drop-off that I feel bad bringing it up. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm not trying to be mean to her. I'm a fat turd. Like, fuck. You know what I mean? I'd fuck Bridget Fonda now and just think about her in the past as I was doing it. Just like have the spank bank rolling as I'm hooking up with current Bridget Fonda. That's how hot she used to be. But I'm sorry. That's why I was kind of looking off the camera while you're doing the Doctor Strange review, partially because I don't give a fuck about Doctor Strange. The other part is like, it's like, oh, Danny Elfman married to Bridget Fonda.
I'm trying to. You're trying to tell me that she hasn't left the house in 12 years?
I mean, obviously she's gone to like fucking Ralph's or like Whole Foods, or you know what I mean? But like,
yeah, like how is this the first time she's being spotted in 12 years?
I mean, I have
so many questions on this story.
Right. Well, when I Googled Bridget Fonda, I expected to see one thing and I got a complete opposite. So maybe like just no one noticed her. Like she was hiding in plain sight the whole time. And like, I don't know, maybe she was going somewhere here with Danny Elfman or TMZ because it was her birthday, or whatever, the paparazzi because it was her birthday. Like, let's find this bitch. Let's find her today. And they like, holy shit, we found her. I don't know. But that was like fucking stunning. Way more stunning than Doctor Strange 2 sucking. I actually was stunned Doctor Strange 1 was good. Well,
Damn.
So no more Power of the Dog in the Marvel universe. You're saying you're going to see it again, right? Hopefully it improves.
I mean, like I
it's
said,
got to get above 3 dicks in the second viewing.
I hope so, but like I was really trying to hold it above the 3 dick watermark. But when it ended, I was just like, I can't in fucking good faith do it. I'm not one of those fanboys that just apologizes for shit and pretends I like things that I didn't. It was just, I don't know. I ended up, fucking Carl liked it more than me.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's shocking.
Yeah.
Did she like the first one a lot?
I think she's.
Did you watch it with her before you went and saw that movie?
No, we watched Spider-Man No Way Home just because it ties so closely into it.
But she's seen the first one or no?
I think so.
Either way,
I don't think she's like crazy
she liked it
about
more than you.
Yeah. I mean, she didn't think it was like great or anything, but when I was breaking down everything about it,
when you were having a breakdown and crying,
pretty much, yeah. She was like, "Yeah, I get what you're saying, but I guess I just didn't hate it as much as you did."
You know what? Maybe you are. Shuddy was kind of alluding to this. Maybe you are like a bit of a victim versus your own expectations. Like you thought you're gonna get a much better production than you did, and you took it out on the score. Whereas Rant or Carl went into it, I don't know, not with as many preconceived notions.
That's why I wish Shuddy had seen it, because like I need someone to bounce this off of, and that. But I guess next week
should have got Alex Wilson on this one, huh? You know that motherfucker went and saw that movie.
Next week we'll do a spoilery Easter egg review, so we can talk about all the cameos. Why am I fucking hiccuping and burping right now? Oh,
I watched Armageddon with several Puminati this weekend.
Oh my god! Did you just invite people over your place to watch Armageddon?
Well, kind of. I said we're going to drink beer and smoke pot, and we did, but I was always putting on Armageddon. Let's be honest.
So, did you host a party?
Kind of. It turned into that. So, one of the homegirls, Puminati Ellis fam, a lot of the listeners know who she is. I don't know how to go about introducing her by her real name, by her Instagram name, or by her Ellis fam name. I'll just call her by her Ellis fam name because it's hilarious. That girl, hard cunt.
I have no idea who that is.
You probably know her as Feline Mob.
Okay.
It was her birthday.
Vanessa.
So we just dropped all of her name. We just doxed her.
Jen was the only one that I didn't know.
we just doxed hard cunt. It was her birthday, so she came down to Southern California to hang out with some of the Ellis fan Puminati, and she wanted to have like her birthday dinner at this place in Long Beach, and I was invited, and so I rolled and met up with them, and it was a bunch of us actually. It was Gen T, Feline Mob, Fonzo, the Jiu-Jitsu.
If I remember correctly, Kevin blew that off to do nothing, right? Just to hang out and sit by himself.
Hold on. I had it in my head to throw it. Yeah. I had it in my head.
I forgot. God damn it.
I had it in my head to throw it in his face for an entire week. And then I aborted that because we were talking how we brought up how rough of a week Kevin's already having. I didn't want to do it. But yes, Kevin was at the dermatologist until like 2 a.m. Saturday morning, and he couldn't hang out. Good point.
Yeah, I had to go get pieces of me hacked off that day.
Pieces of me, you bitch. I had cancer cut out of me.
Yeah, Jeff. Yeah, you feel good about yourself
pussy.
Now? You feel good about yourself now? Potentially dunking on a cancer patient?
I won't lose any sleep. I'll tell you that. So we ended up meeting at this place, Long Beach Taco, and we're looking for something to do afterwards. So I was just like, fuck it. Let's just go to my place, drink beer, smoke pot, and we'll kick it, right? Because there was like a good 8 or 9 of us hanging out, and I don't know, we just wanted to like hang out and talk shit, smoke pot. So there was no point of going to a bar to do that when, you know what I mean?
Yeah, there's
Probably
no
could have just
smoking
did it at
lounges.
my place.
Smoking lounges
Right.
aren't a thing yet.
Plus, I've been in this place for a little over 2 years now. I haven't had a party. Like the most I've had here was like Super Bowl. I had a couple people over, you know, so I wanted to have some people over my place. My place is sick, and like I think you'd really like it when you come down and visit.
Evan, would you please just go fucking visit him already? Please?
I have a dermatologist appointment. I can't.
Because it seems like every time we record, Jeff suddenly says, you know, if you ever come visit, he really wants to show you his apartment. Please do it.
I've not been subtle about it at all for a while, actually, Shuddy.
Now when this is like people trying to get me to watch The Wire. Now when I go there, I'm going to walk in and be like,
this fucking dump.
I've seen cooler apartments.
Yeah, and now, I'm actually I think I'm talking too much shit about it now. It might suck. But yeah,
your apartment is like the Doctor Strange 2 of apartments.
So I mean, so we're just hanging out. I have 3 TVs on my wall, and we're hanging out at like fucking midnight. There's not a lot to watch on TV, so I put like Ridiculousness on one. I put something else on another, and I had Armageddon on one screen.
And let me guess, Armageddon was the one that had volume coming out of it?
Of course, dude. It didn't need it because I could have reenacted the whole fucking movie.
Hey, did you cry in front of the Puminati?
Oh, the fucking animal crackers. Oh,
no.
That's a yes.
Every time.
But I didn't look at the TV when Harry Stamper was saying his goodbyes to Liv Tyler.
Don't go, Bruce Willis. Don't go.
So watch that movie. That was 5 dicks. And everyone at the party agreed Armageddon gets 5 dicks.
Nah, they were just saying that. Were people stoked to meet Lil Mama?
Oh, yeah. She's the hit of every party. And she's like, she lives up to the hype. Like, she has so much energy when people meet her. Her little butt wiggle. She gets so excited. So, like, anytime someone meets her, they get excited. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, it was cool. It was good hanging out with them. I forget to mention a couple people's names, so I sorry about that. But yeah, it was like 6 or 7 of us, I think, just chilling at my place. And I watched something that I can review last night.
All right.
A 3-part documentary series on Apple Plus called The Big Con. Now, I'm assuming most people don't have Apple Plus, and I actually recommend it because for me, Apple TV Plus or Apple Plus, it's only like $5 a month. It's pretty cheap, and they have some pretty good stuff. They're building up more of a library, and I think it's going to be very good eventually. They need their one, like The Boys, right? Like, let's be real. Amazon mostly sucks, but they have The Boys, and that kind of picks it up, right? I mean, they have a couple other ones. They have a show that you really like, and I'm in space now. I don't know what it was, right? It's about the Boston kid. I'm messing this up. Whatever. I'm not gonna.
What Boston kid?
I don't know. Doesn't a kid go from Boston down south like on a road trip?
Oh, Wayne.
Wayne, right? Yeah, you guys really like that one, right? And that's a Prime original. Or am I tripping?
That was on something else, and then Prime picked it up, and they were supposed to be making more of it, weren't they?
It was YouTube Red, and they bought it off of YouTube Red, I guess, when that collapsed in on itself. And I think there was only 1 or 2 seasons. I forget, but people were, especially Doug Benson, were pushing hard trying to get another season. And it's been so long, I would guess that ship has sailed. But there's, I mean, that show, I think it was one of their first series on Prime.
Oh, it was season 2 we're looking for. It was only 1 season out there.
That sucks. But that show, Red Oaks, about like kids in the 80s working at a New Jersey country club was fucking awesome.
Such an amazing show.
Awesome.
And it's a Prime original?
Yeah, with Paul Reiser.
No shit. Wait, dude, is that the guy from Mad About You?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
This is like
Nice.
the best character he's ever played. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
Red Oaks.
It's a really fucking good show.
Yeah.
It's sort of like Caddyshack, but a little bit more serious and a less slapsticky.
You know what it's like, Shuddy?
More
That's
grounded in reality.
That's a good point. It's like if Richard Linklater made a Caddyshack series.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
All right, no shit.
awesome. That, and I also like that show Undone, which I didn't even realize the second season was coming, let alone out. So I have to catch up on that.
I mean, Bosch is really good. I think Luther, the Idris Elba cop show, is on Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime also has all of the episodes of He-Man and She-Ra. There's a lot.
Oh, shit.
Unfortunately, a lot going for Amazon Prime.
Fair enough. I actually, but back to what I was talking about.
The
Apple-
Marvelous Miss Maisel, I also recommend on Amazon Prime.
Is that good?
That is really fucking good.
It's good reviews. So I guess Amazon Prime had more going for it than I originally thought. But I still think Apple TV is a little slept on. Ted Lasso, the first season, was really good. I know you really enjoyed that.
Second season was really good too. It just was a little bit too much.
That's how I feel about the morning show. It feels like they kind of peak these Apple TV shows in the first season. But I watched a documentary last night called The Big Con, and it's about a Kentucky lawyer named Eric Kahn who like specializes in disability claims and disability law. And it's a 3-part documentary series about him. He's called AKA Mr. Social Security, and he's essentially gaming the social security system by like filing bogus disability claims, and he gets them like easily passed through by this judge that's also on the take. And he works with like bogus doctors to like essentially like sign off on his clients' disability claims. And because he found out that essentially if you're a lawyer, like lawyers who specialize in this law, they get like 25% of the back Social Security funds paid to their client, to their practice, right? Which isn't that much money unless you do it at a fucking crazy high volume, which this guy was. And effectively, this guy did like $500 million worth of these claims. But the documentary and this guy are just fucking awesome. This guy is so fucking cool. Like it's essentially like Wolf of Wall Street meets Kentucky meets like Social Security disability claims. Like this guy went so hard in the paint. This motherfucker had like 16 wives, and he would just like he would go away for a week out of an entire month or out of a month. So he was gone for a week each month, and he would go to different countries and just like fuck hot chicks. And like, that's pretty much what he did like once a month. And he would come back with like a new wife, like every other like month. So like this guy was married to like 5 different Colombian chicks, like a Thailand girl. You're going to like this actually. This motherfucker in Thailand started a Halloween themed brothel. He opened a Halloween themed brothel in Thailand. Like, wow. This guy was a super baller, like fucking cool dude. And like the thing about Wolf of Wall Street is that like Jordan Belfort kind of sucks, right? Like when he abuses his wife, that's fucking whack. And some of the shit that he does is like objectively lame. But like this guy had a pretty similar lifestyle, and it seems like no one had anything bad to say about him. Like everyone was like, he's a super charming guy. He's fucking cool.
Is this guy the reason that when we all get old, there won't be any Social Security left?
So that's the argument that other snitches like yourself would make. And
oh yeah, because you're going to be pumped to pay into a system you get nothing out of when you're older.
But
we all know that element of Jeff Clark.
It was always heading in that direction. That's part of his argument, is that like the Social Security system is completely fucked anyways. And so maybe he was doing, as he would say, questionably unethical stuff, but like the systems had there to be gained, or the system's there to be I don't know, to be fucking pilfered, essentially
exploited.
Thank you. And like the government, like they're fucking. How often are they pissing away money on things that we don't really need or doesn't really filter down or trickle down to the public, right? You know, so I don't take to me, I kind of look at his crimes as mostly victimless crimes, and he did defend and represent people that actually needed like disability, like. After he was found guilty of his crimes, they pulled the Social Security benefits of everyone he represented, right? And a local lawyer picked up a bunch of these cases to like help out, you know what I mean? Help out his neighbors effectively who needed disability. And he actually, this is the cool part of the story, or one of the many cool parts of the story, but this lawyer who picked up all the local people actually got a bunch of lawyers around the country to fly into Kentucky and do pro bono work to give these people back their benefits, because of like the 1,500 people that they that lost the benefits, like 700 of them needed the benefits, right? So like, yeah, a lot of people, he robbed a bunch of money, but he actually also did good for like half of his clients. But just the stories about this guy were fucking sick. Like this guy had like so many smoking hot wives. They had his daughter do she joined the documentary, and she was like, my father was like my best friend. Like he's a cool guy. Like no one had anything bad to say about him. He just ripped off the Social Security Administration. So I don't know. I thought the guy was cool. I thought the documentary was fucking sick. I'll give it 4.5 dicks. I'll suck 4.5 Eric Kahn dicks.
Wow. That's a lot of dicks.
Yeah. I mean, I know it's nothing you'll watch. You're not into documentaries. I don't even think you have Apple Plus either. But
no, I don't.
It's fucking cool. Like, the guy is super cool.
Speaking of documentaries, have you started watching the 3 Mile Island docuseries on Netflix, Jeff?
I watched it as I was smoking pot and passing out, so I didn't get into it. Is it cool?
We only watched the first episode. I was just wondering.
Isn't that in Pennsylvania or no?
It's right outside the state capital of Harrisburg.
Sure. So is that like, when did it happen? Was that like a big story for you growing up, or whenever I don't remember when it happened.
It happened in 1979. So it was before.
Shuddy was 3.
Before I was born, and definitely before I lived in Pennsylvania, because we didn't move here until 90 or 91.
What? I didn't know this. Wait, where were you living before?
Kevin and I grew up like 10 miles apart from each other.
Right. Okay, now I feel stupid. Yes, we did. We have talked about this over the years.
And it was definitely not something that was really talked about. Like it was mentioned maybe once or twice, but we didn't study it specifically. First episode was really good. It was just setting up the timeline of what happened. And I didn't realize that from what this was pointing out is the Met-Ed, the power company that owned the power plant, did just about as much as tried to do just about as much as the Russian government did with Chernobyl on keeping the severity under wraps.
Yeah.
But our government stepped in and was like, no, actually, it's much worse than they're saying. Let's figure this out.
Jesus.
But they definitely tried to hide it. I thought it was really good. I've only watched the first episode, but I do have stuff to review.
Oh, shit.
Nice. We finished the final season of Ozark. Final half of the final season.
Oh, yeah, because now they're all into dropping half dukes on Netflix.
I watched the first...
I was going to say, how much more of it have you watched?
I watched the first 2 episodes. I think I was talking to Kevin about this, maybe, I don't know, or playing video games or some shit. But I thought the first 2 episodes, like it's heading in a far-fetched direction, and it feels just to be continuing down that direction. But I thought the first episode was like well acted. Like I enjoyed what I was watching, but it was still stupid, if that makes sense.
I'm
Is it having a Game of Thrones like ending?
I'm taking a big swing here and saying that the ending of this might be slightly more disappointing than Game of Thrones.
Whoa.
Interesting.
There are 7 episodes in this half of the season. By the end of episode 5, Sharon and I both said to each other, we are only watching the last 2 episodes just to finish this garbage.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
The thing is that in even in the final couple of episodes of Game of Thrones, I still had somewhat of hope that they could stick the landing. I was like, maybe they could get there. Maybe. Like Ozark, like I threw the first couple of episodes of last season or the first half of this last season. I was like, they're not going to get there. This is bad.
There is a twist that happens. There's something that happens in episode 3 that they build up as a twist in episode 4, but it's so fucking obvious that how none of these people that are supposed to be this fucking smart saw it coming. It was infuriating. It was infuriating. This happens, so immediately you should be thinking about this person, and it just is nowhere on their radar. Like
it's just clumsily written almost.
Yeah, like it is blatantly obvious, and just it was garbage. It was garbage.
It's like tough to watch anytime Wendy or Marty essentially like press CIA agents or like government officials into doing what they want. It's like, what? How do you have any leverage? You live in you're a small business owner in the Ozarks. So how do you have leverage on the CIA? Like that's not a thing.
Wendy Bird is probably the most infuriating female character in the history of moving pictures.
She killed it for the first 2 seasons or the first 3 seasons, really. Like her arc was fucking sick.
The amount
it was
of
on point.
time she says everything will be okay immediately before everything goes to complete and total shit is fucking insane. It's insane.
It's like fat foreshadowing that everything will not be okay.
How in these last 7 episodes, Marty Bird did not put a pillow over her face while she was sleeping.
Yeah.
Is a fucking miracle.
Oh, dang. Yeah, see, this is why I haven't even
miracle.
This is why I haven't even started the 4th season. I haven't seen a single episode of either half.
Infuriating. It is infuriating.
Because I watched. I think you guys even got me onto the Ozark train, and I was totally into it, and I've watched every season. But then I realized I was like, oh shit, I forgot about Ozark. That's coming back. And then I tried thinking back on the previous seasons, and I'm like, I can't even really remember all of the stuff I saw. I don't know if I give a shit enough to start this up, because they're hour-long episodes, right?
Yeah.
So 14 hours to watch this final season?
Yep.
I don't know if I want to put 14 hours into that.
Whatever happened to all that completionist guff?
Yeah, I guess I'm not a full completionist.
Yeah, you only have complete things.
I watched something else expecting to be disappointed and having a much better taste in my mouth than after Ozark.
Oh, yeah?
Uncharted.
Interesting. Okay.
Is that what is that Tom Holland?
Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg.
What's that movie like? It's based on a video game, right? It's almost
exactly like the video game.
I never even played it, though.
It was not good. It was
all right.
Okay. As I say that, let me preface this. Like, I was able to watch it without paying any money.
Huge.
That's always a win.
So there's that. But we were looking. Zach and I were looking for something light and entertaining to watch. So we weren't looking for something that so there was a lot of action in it. The chemistry between Mark Wahlberg and Tom Holland was good. But this is a movie where there were about 17 double crosses from start to finish, with characters double crossing each other multiple times and still going back to trusting each other. So it was outlandish.
It sounds like that movie Red Notice, the one with The Rock, Gal Gadot, and Ryan Reynolds.
Yes.
That Netflix movie, that sounds, because that's what that was. And it was also kind of heisty. And it was just nonstop. I couldn't even keep the double crosses straight at one point.
Yeah, it was ridiculous, the amount of double crosses that happened in this movie. It was a constant twist of somebody double crossing someone. It was ridiculous. The action scenes were completely insane.
I mean, the stuff they showed in the trailer was insane.
Yeah. So when they showed those ships flying, the helicopters flying with the pirate ships in the trailer,
yeah,
in the movie, there is a whole scene of them basically dogfighting in these helicopters with these fucking boats underneath them.
Jesus Christ.
Like, Mark Wahlberg flies through a chasm with it. And then at the other helicopter is waiting at the end, and he's able to pull up completely and able to get. It's insane. It's fucking ridiculous. But it was fun to watch. Much more fun than Ozark. This is gonna get a 2.5 dick, but it was entertaining. It was something fun to watch and make fun of, and wonder how in the world they thought they should tease a sequel at the end of it, because it wasn't good.
I can get down with stupid fun like that.
It is a popcorn movie. That it's a stereotypical popcorn movie. Preposterous plot holes that never really get tied up. It just fun to watch.
Well, I'll give that a shot if it starts streaming somewhere. I don't know if I'm gonna rush off and do like a $20 rental just yet. All right. Well, hey, we're gonna phase multiverses here and go over to Patreon land if you care to join us. So go to patreon.com/Mad Scientist Party Hour if you want to keep the good times rolling. Let's see what else. You can follow us on Instagram. I'm at Kevin Kraft.
At Shuddy Boy.
At Jeffro Records.
And at MSPH Podcast on both Twitter and Instagram. You can shoot your emails to madscientistpartyhour@gmail.com. And if you'd like to see the video of this, our full videos of these Zoom episodes go up on youtube.com/Mad Scientist Party Hour. You just have to listen to the audio-only podcast version if you want to hear the Easter egg and all that stuff. You guys got anything else in closing?
In closing, Jeff, what is a butt doctor called?
Proctologist.
Good job.
Dude, I'm telling you, I always have hard nipples.
Definitely don't want to see a proctologist about that then. All right, everybody, thank you for listening. But until next time, something.